What's up, everybody? You're on 514 Online Mix, and we have a special guest today. Yoko G-Man is in the house.
What's going on?
We got Yoko G-Man all the way from Montreal doing his thing when it comes to trap, but I think he got some stuff coming on the way.
Yes, I do.
I think you got some stuff coming on the way. We seen a post that you recently were recording at Cali Productions. Is that true?
That is true.
Ooh, so what you guys got coming up?
Well, I have two more melodic type tracks, you know, a little bit of singing. I'm really
because you got that trap usually going on, right?
Yeah, usually it's always trap, you know. I feel like that's real my strong suit. But, you know, things have been going different in life lately, so I feel like being more on a more real note, you know what I mean? Talking about more, you know, what's really going on, right? So, and a little bit of a softer tone. And softer words, I guess, compared to trap, but it's all real shit, man. I'm sure everyone's gonna love it.
Yoko G-Man, you know, you have some songs that keep me pumped, especially your song "I'm Energized." Like, I can't stop saying that, and that's you know, like, I love seeing a versatile artist as well, because you can do your trap, and you got something a little bit, you know,
exactly,
a little bit more melody coming through. So I can't wait to see the different sides of Yoko G-Man.
Yes. I'm sure everybody wants to see it, and it's coming real soon. I just started at the Mercury Studios, Cali Studios, and now that I've met him, because it's so recent, I got everything already written out and ready to go, and I just got to hit it up. That's it. It's
That's
time.
awesome. So you basically said this is the beginning of your career.
Yeah, yeah.
This is where it's all starting right now.
I would say so, because even though it's been about like 2 years, almost 3 years now that I came out with the You Need We Got, which is a fan favorite, I wouldn't say that was kind of like the warm-up, you know, but now it's the beginning, you know what I mean?
I like to hear that.
Yeah, and everyone's going to see it, that's for sure.
You know what, and we're going to follow up on you, Yoko G-Man. We're going to follow up on you because we want to see your progress, because I believe that you're one of those artists that has the talent and the ability to make it. Because when it comes to your music, I hear your drive in your songs, I hear the passion in your bars, and I know that you're hungry.
Yes.
In a lot of your songs, you're saying you're hungry.
Yes.
You know what, we're going to talk about the fan favorite. We're going to listen to that actually shortly, which had 13,000 viewers, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And but I want to get into that song. I don't know if you don't mind talking about this on camera, but I'm selling, like, Till I'm Famous.
Right.
That song. You okay to talk about that song?
Yes, yes.
So, you know, even though I hear the drive, I hear the passion in your track, I also hear a little bit of pain. I'm not going to lie. I hear a little bit of, like, you are hungry, you are ready to win.
Yes.
So, tell us about that song, Till I'm Famous, and why did you decide to do a song like that?
Because I feel like, you know, I want everyone to know what I'm really going through, especially in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm doing this music, but I'm doing it for the love of music. I'm not getting paid a whole bunch of money off this music right now, you know what I mean? So I have to do what I gotta do out there, you know, in order to pay the bills, keep the heat on, you know what I'm saying? Keep food in the fridge, and also to support my music, right? But, you know, recently I actually got caught up with a little bit of shit, and I've been, you know, going through courts and shit like that, so I had to cool it down. Right now I'm on some house arrest on weekends and stuff, so today is my last weekend out for until next year, so I gotta keep it cool. But doesn't mean that when all that's over, I ain't gonna be back on the grind, you know what I mean? I gotta do it like I said, yes.
You really are not holding back when it comes to your life and what you've been through.
That's right.
Shout out to you. Because there's a lot of people who are going through sometimes, you know, some rough times, especially during the pandemic.
Right.
Just for the pandemic alone. So when you talk to us about what you're going through in your everyday life, other people can relate to that. And other people can be like, you know what? He's going through that, but look how he's trying to still grind until next year. You know.
Right.
You also just reminded me of that Wyclef song, "Gone to November." I don't know why. I don't know why. But shout out to you for spending this day with us too. This part we're going to mention. I'm going to start by saying we're at High Sir Studio, and we're going to be jamming to "I'm Energized." Okay. In 3, 2, 1. We're at High Surf Studio right now. Shout out to Waza for letting us pick his spot right now. And Yoko G-Man song Energize wakes me up every morning and it helps me just to get up and go jogging. Yeah, I'm going jogging now.
Energize, I'm outside doing exercise. Back forth out doing them laps. Where the money at, getting mine. Energize, in the whip or catch a ride. I'm going all over the map.
Now go right now.
Cause I got supplies. Energize, I'm outside doing exercise. Back forth out doing them laps. Where the money at, getting mine. Energize, in the whip or catch a ride. I'm going all over the map. Putting work cause I got supplies. I'm pushing lots away from my building. I go and get it cause I'm able and I'm willing. True fact, I'm not done paying bills yet. So I'm doing laps trying to get into the millions. Yeah, I'm coming out the basement with a Prada. Just a little something could get me locked up. I'm sticking to the code because I'm cautious. I keep it Greytown all through the process. Gang, squad working in the project. No rest, no sleep until we all dead. Kids and they all blessed. Gonna feed them in the rhythm till they all set up. Getting started. But while you lost though, I already departed. You a bubblegum rapper, so you garbage. I'm shitting on them niggas and I done already farted. Got a couple doubles in the backseat. I tried the speed limit, not to attract heat. Do a drop off quick cause it can be. A real slick motherfucker if you ask me, yeah.
This is gonna be highlights for me, Yoko G-Man. The fact that you said that and you're here with 514 Online Mix, you know, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure.
We're not gonna make you sorry about this date, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna take this date and run with it, and we're gonna jam to your music. So shout out to Yoko G-Man for keeping it real
Thank you.
on 514 Online Mix.
Great to be here. Oh man.
You also said what is that? You Need, We Got, featuring
right.
King Misery and Novaloke,
Yeah.
and Yoko G-Man, of course. That was the fan favorite.
Yes.
That you said that yourself.
Yeah. I don't really know how it happened, but you
People
know.
loved this one. Yeah.
Right.
I liked it.
And the thing about this track, right, is that at the time of recording, I wasn't part of OTR at that moment. You know what I mean? Like, that was literally like 2 weeks before I was actually with them. You know what I mean? And, you know, King Misery, shout out to King Misery.
Shout out to King Misery.
He hooked me up with Sky Beats. Shout out to him too. And I heard the studio, heard all the stuff what was going on, and I was just like, wow, like I love this environment. I love what's going on. We decided to throw a quick track together, make a video. Rich Porter, I'm sure he has different names now, but Rich Porter shot the video, and it turned out to be a hit. People really loved it. You know what I mean? They got that nice vibe to it, and I performed it at least 15 times. You know what I mean? And everyone seems to love it.
We know that Yoko G-Man is back, and I want to hear some new stuff.
Yes.
I want to hear some new stuff, and I know you ain't gonna stop. I can't wait to see what you have in stores.
Okay.
Now, before all of that, let's jam together and listen to You Need, We Got. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, with King Misery, Novaloke, and of course Yoko G-Man.
Got it. One, come get it. No problem. Man, I'm staying on the train, we sticking and standing. It's been a while, yeah, man. It's looking the risk be up in the kitchen. Separating up comments, calculating up
Woo!
the
Dope flow.
Got it. One, come get it. No problem. Man, I'm staying on the grind, we sticking and standing. It's been a while, yeah, man. It's looking the risk be up in the kitchen. Separating all the comments, calculating all the debts. So stupid, over sitting around to be useless. Get the fuck out of my way. Bitch, we finna go and get to it. I'm drinking this Henny, get smoking this pot, getting all this money, y'all thanks to the block. I never really been a regular nigga. Fuck around by me and I'll get you. My nigga been tricked for the issue. I'm pushing the button. A couple niggas can pay up the money.
Yoko G-Man. I'm telling you, that's a banger right there. I see why 13,000 people fucks with it too, because you're honestly bringing the heat with your flow. So do you get complimented on your flow the most?
The thing is, right, is that from when I started, I was all about the flow. You know, like I was all about having my own or just being universal with it. But the thing is when it comes to feedback, I only hear it every now and then. You know what I mean? But people always just say it's good, or you know what I mean? Like they genuinely like the track, but I never specifically hear about the flow. You know what I mean?
So Montreal, clearly we need to support our artists and so many different ways, not only by a like, not only by sharing, not only by purchasing their tracks, especially when it's fire like that, but also give some constructive criticism. We have artists who are asking for feedback and they still not responding. So give your artists feedback. You heard it from Yoko G-Man himself. Definitely. Now, I want to talk about that song when you go, I'm energized. We're going to listen to that song too very shortly. And I want to tell people how that song wakes me up in the morning too. So we're going to get into that. Right. I got out from what you sang.
That's right. Yes.
We're going to take a break for that one. Wow.
Energized, I'm outside doing exercise.
Energized by Yoko G-Man, and that song helped me stay healthy by jogging every morning. So shout out to you for making that song, because you mentioned exercise, and I'm like, man, I'm listening to these artists' tracks, and so many of them inspire me, and you are one of them. You inspire me to get up, and that is a banger as well. What made you energized? That is something I started thinking about for a very long time when I heard that song.
I feel like, sometimes we got to make those tracks that just boost us, you know what I mean? And I was feeling real like, I got to be energized, man. I got to be ready. I got no sleeping, you know what I mean? You got to go out there and get it, man. You know what I mean? Every single day. You got to do it. You got to do what you got to do to get yours.
So before the music, before 3 years ago, what was Yoko G-Man doing on a daily basis to start his musical career?
Well, just staying on my hustle, staying on my grind, and always writing. I've been writing since 14, so
really?
So I never stopped, always trying to improve, always trying to get better. So even before I was really going hard with more owning my own songs and things like that, always writing and always trying to work on my flow, work on the craft, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. It's like a diary to me, man. Writing every track that I write has a story in it. You know what I mean? Has a little piece of what's going on in the moment.
So you put some, not all, but some of your experiences in your tracks too.
Yeah,
and you write all your tracks.
I would love to put. Eventually, it'll be all. But I also don't want to be repetitive, or I'm trying to be creative with it, right? So that's pretty much it. So yeah, there's little doses here and there.
So I see, like you mentioned, that you're on the hustle, you're on the grind, and you say it subliminally in so many different tracks.
That's right.
How do you keep going? First of all, we have a pandemic going on, and you have such a high spirit and a very kind nature. How do you keep going? Okay, and why do you do this? What makes you go so hard? What makes your passion shine so bright in your tracks? Please tell me.
Wow, that's I guess it's really just the love for the music and just the love of life. You know what I mean? Like I've been depressed before. There's been moments where I've been down. You know what I mean? But
talk to us.
When it comes to other people, I definitely don't want to. I don't want to bring my unhappiness or the things to bring people down, you know what I mean? I'd rather find a way to relate it to them so they can lift their spirits up, or if I figure out a solution that worked for me, try to put it in a track in a way to get other people to lift their own spirits, or to help them with something that they're going through, you know what I mean? But
I really like your name. It goes with like you always have that in your songs. I want to ask you about your inspiration, about where that comes from, when you go in your songs, a little bit like DMX. But before that, where does your name Yoko G-Man come from?
All right, so when from the early days, it used to be just G-Man, and I'm sure there's a bunch of G-Mans out there. So I realized I had to. And first of all, I need to be G-Man because my initials is GGG. So the G's are everywhere. So I'm always gonna be G-Man. You know what I mean? And I needed a second. I needed a second name kind of to go with it. Plus, at the time, I had 2 phones. You already know it was good. So. I thought of someone that I used to know back in Nova Scotia when I used to live there, back in Halifax, and his name was Yoko, and he was the only Crip out of a bunch of Bloods. So it was kind of like, he's kind of like that one that stands out. He stays true to his nature, you know what I mean? And people still he didn't have beef or anything like that for that. Everyone's Bloods, he's Crip, and everyone just left it like that. He's still family, type of thing. And he was Yoko, so I thought of Yoko, type of thing. So I was just like, all right, Yoko G-Man, you know what I mean? And it kind of stuck, and yeah, man, that's what it is right now. So
Wow.
that's pretty much it.
Did anybody tell you sound like DMX in some of your songs? The way how you go, like just a little bit of that, like you know, it has a little bit of a rock, like screamo sound, and also like that rap sound, like you know, when you get real rough in your tracks. Like, did anybody ever compare you?
Not well, yeah. I've heard to like Wiz on a couple tracks, or I've heard like what was it? I'd say like on Unique we got kind of like Luda a bit on the intro, a bit, you know. But not DMX though. But I could see that one.
That's
though,
really cool. That's really cool.
I really like the deep voice. It's just I don't know. It's like kind of like a character voice in a way. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like that's my rap.
You
voice,
bring it to life. You really do.
Right,
it's
exactly.
really cool. And who did you grow up listening to, and what were your inspirations growing up?
You know what? Actually, Young Jeezy. When he came out with his I think it was his first CD, the Jeezy the Snowman, the black one with the white snowman on it. The first time I heard that CD, I was like, yo, that's some real shit. Like rapping about your life like that. Like I felt like I was there with him, like type of shit. You know what I mean? So it was like, yo, I want to do that too. And I was like 14 at the time. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, I started writing, man. You know, like, and that was pretty much it. I just, you know, tried to. First imitated a bit, you know, then I heard Gucci, you know what I mean? I started hearing some Jody Breeze and the flows, man. I got addicted to the flows, man, and I was like, yo, I need to either come up with my own flow or I just need to be able to mix it all together or something like that. And then I tried to work on, you know, getting a story in it, and that's how I got to where I am right now.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing all of that. And when you write, what do you need to have with you or by your side or during that day when you're writing your music?
Always a split.
I hear you want that.
Or a nice rolled backwood or something, you know. And, you know, nowadays with phones, you know, it used to be pen and pad, but now it's with the phone. I got my phone, I got my spliff, put on a nice beat, man, instrumental if I'm feeling the vibe. I just, you know, freestyle in my head a little bit, write it down, and it just goes off from there, man. I don't like... It's crazy.
Yoko G-Man, it was such a pleasure to get to know you as an artist. I was really enjoying your tracks, and just to get to you know, talk to you about your tracks and about who you are as a person made it like real for me. And I respect who you are as a rapper, as an artist, and as a person. I can talk to you for hours. I can't wait until our part 2, and I thank you so much for doing this interview with us.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Well, I will keep up with you. We really like your music, so don't stop. I don't think you won't stop.
No, I don't think I can either. Even if I wanted to, man, I gotta keep it going, man.
Let's go. And some of the songs you heard on 514 Online Mix will be featured on our radio station as well. So check out them songs on the station that's coming up March 1st. You're going to hear Yoko G-Man during that day. We're going to keep you entertained while you're home for that radio station. We're going to give you that link, and you're going to be hearing your track so many times. You're going to be like, all right, I need a break right now. Because we love your bangers. So stay tuned for that. He's going to be on 514 Online Mix Radio. And I can't wait to see you perform for us, man. And we're going to keep eye out for you, Yoko G-Man, because I see that you have talent, passion, and the drive to do what it takes to win.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm excited. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Stay tuned.
I'm Cristela Nicholas, and you're on 514 Online Mix, and we were speaking with Yoko G-Man.
Litty bros, we litty yo. 514 Online Mix, Cristela.